Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals. Thanks for joining me. This is Mila. She is 20.5 centimeters by 28 centimeters. Quite a chunky little spine of 6 centimeters. She has this raised design on the front, painted cover, this gorgeous tassel you can see here. I'm not sure if we're in focus here. Yep, pretty tassel, and just painted on the back also, sort of a blue-green color. She has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures and a hidden spine. This tassel is just held on with a paper clip, a bulldog clip, so it's easy to remove because, yeah, it's quite heavy and chunky. She's not particularly thick. Well, I mean, she hasn't got a, seems to be something under my book. My messy desk. My messy desk is under my book. She hasn't got a gator mouth, so she's quite, she sits quite flat. She does, however, have a few pages hanging out. They are just removable booklets, but it just gives her that bit of character. Right, let's have a look what she has inside. Here is her inside front cover. She has this beautiful sari pocket here. There is a little CD envelope with a few bits of ephemera inside, a little journal card, a little journal tag, and a big journal card on the inside. Some jelly printing. Sit her a bit flatter. There we go. Coffee dyed papers, some graph paper, some regular lined paper, some dictionary page, excuse my squeaky chair, different graph paper, a book out of a gardening magazine, a page out of a gardening magazine, different dictionary, some more jelly printing on book page with doodles. As I say, she has 5 signatures, but the signatures are not particularly large. Right, here's a little flip out. There is a little journal card in here and a little journal card in here. Back in, and these little sections flip open for a little additional writing space. Something a bit interesting to do with old book pages. Here's an altered paper clip. It's a little fabric flip, so interesting fabrics. And tucked in the back, there's a big postcard. Some more of that gardening magazine. Again, plenty of places to write. Here's a pocket made, or a tuck made with a book page. A couple of little journal cards tucked in. Quite cute. That's the flower arranging book that you often see in my journals. These are beautiful poppy seed heads. Little tuck made out of file folder. Just collaged a bit with a few bits and pieces and a paper ruffle down the side. Big collaged journal card. And just a little cutout from a book with a couple of little photos tucked inside. So some interesting little ephemera to have a look at and play around with. You can of course remove it, replace it, do what you will with it. That's the other side of that page from the flower arranging book. Here is a journal card with a journal tag tucked in, and a little booklet with a little pocket in the front and the back with a little piece of ephemera and just a few pages of bits and pieces. Here's one of those inserts. It's actually a booklet of its own. I think I originally saw these on Nick the Booksmith's channel. Just a little book. Gives you somewhere else to write. And it's interesting to tuck into your journal because it gives you some pages that hang out, a few bits of fabric and whatnot. Just makes it look interesting when you look at the side. I think there's a couple of those in here. Here's the cover of an old book made into a pocket tuck. A couple of sizable journal cards on the inside. Some gardening book. There's an altered paper clip. Just clips onto the top of the page there, and it's just tucking in this big old journal card. The other side of that book cover, and again a couple of journal cards. You can write on the back, but they're interesting to look at anyway because it's all collaged there. This is the tape I make, just putting it on and pulling it off of old book page. Leaves some of the text there, and yeah, then you can stick it down. Looks like old tape, something a bit different. It's just a little tuck made out of a piece of file folder. Has this little beady doodad attached to the tuck. I picked that up from Goodwill somewhere. Good Sammy's or something. A couple of little bits and bobs tucked into a pocket on a tag. It's a little tiny notepad. And a little wooden tag with a burnt design. And some book spine attached there, just for a bit of texture. Oh, love these colours. I love jelly printing. It's something that leaks out of my craft room all downstairs quite a lot. Here's another old book cover. This one isn't made into a pocket. It's just got an altered paper clip on the top, which has just got this big journal card tucked in. I like making these big books, then I can fit big pages in them. The book covers I don't like to throw out, and I like to use them for something, and they fit perfectly in this sort of sized book, which is nice. It's another big journal card, I think. I don't know, there's a couple of paper clips on it. Let's have a look. Yep, just a big journal card, and in behind it is another big journal card. So yeah, journal card central here. These cute little paper clips. which are very not keen on going back onto the page because I've got several pages I'm holding on to. That's better. Look at that. When you put them on one page, they work. When you try and put them on 12 pages, not so much. But yeah, they're quite cute. Unusual. This is a great book cover. Again, love the colour. It's another one of those little scrappy books. Plenty more coffee dyed oven roasted paper for you to have a draw on or write on. But yeah, lots of different scraps. Just something to hang out of your book, and it doesn't matter if it gets damaged because really it's just a big pile of scraps sewn together. So yeah, bit of fabric there to poke out as well. Bit of textile. And yet another book cover. You see, when I can use them, I use them extensively. There's another journal card. Some more dictionary page. Yet more journal cards. Again, I like these big books because I can fit very big journal cards in them. Sometimes in my journal card making I get carried away. We end up with a big pile of huge journal cards, and they're bigger than some of the books that I make. So I'm like, time for a big book. And Mila, she's a big book. There's another journal card. It's a matchbox cover, reproduction, some stamps. Bit of collage paper on the back as well. And here's just a few bits of ephemera, reproduction photographs. And just a picture of a flower from a old book. And there we have it. That is Mila. She has on the back here a belly band with some more pretty sari trim. And again, some huge, a huge tag. Oh, that's attached. I'm trying to tear my own journal card apart. It's just attached there with a couple of bits of ephemera tucked into it. So that's quite cute. And here's a little floating pocket, and again there's a pile of little reproduction ephemera there for you to have a look through and play with. So little faux postage stamp on the outside. So there you go, that's Mila. She is available in my Etsy store, Penny Rose Journals, right at the moment. If you pop along there and read my store bio, there is some free digitals, a link for free digitals, which you'll have to cut and paste into your browser for it to work. But you're well welcome to help yourself to those, whether or not you decide you would like to have a look through the rest of the store. Entirely up to you. Right, well that was Mila. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure, as per usual, and I always enjoy going through my journals. Just shows me all the ideas I have to revisit. So, all right, well, thank you again. We will see you next time. Bye.